Welcome to Who Woke the Bear, and today's bear is none other than the UFC CEO, Dana White.
Give us a hint. Give me a hint.
What was the reporter thinking? Did he really expect Dana White to take his weak bait?
Dana, I just want to go back. You were talking about, you obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say when they are up there with a UFC microphone, and you are getting into territory of homophobia, transphobia. Is there...
I don't give anybody a leash.
Well, I'm saying you...
A leash? Free speech. Gonna control what people say? Gonna tell people what to believe? Gonna tell people... I don't fucking tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes on any of them. What is your question?
Does a grown-up man need someone else to explain to him the concept of free speech? What happened to having common sense?
Yeah, probably a good idea. That's ridiculous to say I give somebody a leash. Free speech, brother. People can say whatever they want and they can believe whatever they want. And I don't think there's any... We had two gay women who fought in the co-main event. They sat on the stage with Sean Strickland. They could give a shit what Sean Strickland thinks or what he says or what his beliefs are or what his opinions are. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What do you got?
Do you really think you can manipulate the CEO of the Ultimate Fighting Championship into admitting something he doesn't want to?
No, No, I didn't say that. You said that.
You kind of said that.
I see where this is fucking going. No, I did not say that. Yeah, maybe he won't, but maybe he will. I don't know.
So there's a chance Stipe Miocic never fights again and is a fireman.
I have no idea.
So if we
what
scrap...
the fuck are you asking me right now? You're double talking.
We're going
trying to
heavyweight
make
division.
it sound like I said that. I didn't say that. I said, but yes, that could happen. That could possibly be.
No.
But that could be anybody. Any of these guys could never fight again.
The guy was straight up interrogating Dana. Calm down, sir. This is not a police investigation.
A co-main event for that fight.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, Jerry versus Glover.
I hear you.
So what can you give us on the heavyweight division right now?
Who is this guy?
Give me something good, Dana.
Who are you? Who do you write for?
Stan the Man, Menacing the Man. Dennis Bermudez, your old boy.
Oh, okay. Got it. You have any more questions for me?
Well, right now, the heavyweight division's wide open.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll get it figured out.
Are we just waiting for Ngannou?
I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out. Listen, we've been very patient in this whole thing and trying to get something done with them, and we'll see how this thing ends up.
I hate to be this guy. The news that broke today was Ngannou said the negotiations are not going well.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Dana is so done with the cancel culture, the guy couldn't care less about it.
Do you ever worry about getting canceled, Dana?
What does that mean, actually? Canceled. Canceled by who? You know what I mean? Canceled by who? I obviously have, in the UFC and in life, you have a fan base of people that
believe in you, that love you regardless.
And do whatever it is that, that are in with you. Outside of those people and my circle that I give a shit about, I could care less. I could care less. And I've seen people talk about, oh, well, he has fuck you money and all that other stuff. I equate it to being gay. Okay? Think about this. In life, back in the 80s, if you came out and said you were gay, it could destroy your career. It could destroy... Imagine living a life where you can't be who you really are.
Correct.
It's got to be a horrible thing, right? Yes. Fuck that. I am who I am. If you like it or you don't like it, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's your problem, not mine. So you're going to have people who do like you and don't like you. This whole trying to cancel people thing.
Who are you to decide that a person doesn't deserve a platform anymore? The woke media is so entitled. Who gave them the right to cancel someone?
Even the thing when I did the
roast?
No, the interview with Theo Vaughn.
Okay.
And the guy from Peloton, I don't know if you saw this, but the guy who was running Peloton was sponsoring his show. He just stepped down from Peloton, actually, within the last month. And he had, Theo Vaughn had Kennedy on his podcast, right?
Robert.
They called and said, you need to take that episode down. What? He's a fucking Kennedy.
Right.
And he's a Democrat.
Right.
And he's an American citizen.
Right.
And he has the right to say and fucking think whatever he thinks.
Right.
You sell stationary fucking bikes for a living. And you think because you spend money with Theo Vaughn, you have the right to tell him to take another fucking American down off his platform? Who the fuck do you think you are, you arrogant fucking piece of shit? Now, I'm not trying to cancel Peloton or tell people, but I ripped the Pelotons out of my fucking gym here at UFC.
Did you?
Ripped them out of the gym that day.
It's safe to say that Dana has a zero-tolerance policy regarding this nonsense.
I can't stand that stuff. That stuff makes me crazy.
You don't like corporations or companies that bully people and dictate what someone can say or what they can show.
Say, show, talk about, promote, vote for, any of that stuff, man. It's like, I was very liberal when I was younger.
Right.
I lean more conservatively now because I'm all in for common sense.
Right.
I want common sense, but I don't judge anybody by their politics.
Right.
I don't discriminate against people. You know who I discriminate against?
What?
Douchebags. Okay? If you're a douchebag, I probably don't like it. Okay? But other than that, all this political bullshit and trying to cancel people, I'm not in, man. I'm not in.
The CEO proved his loyalty to Joe Rogan after the podcaster was caught in the cancel culture heat by the woke mob.
And Joe knows what's up. And again, it's a two-way street. Joe Rogan has been very loyal to me, and I am very loyal to Joe Rogan.
Being one of the biggest podcasters, Joe Rogan has been under the heat many times, but White has got him. Dana even risked his job to defend Rogan's name.
The impact that Joe Rogan has had and continues to have on this sport is immeasurable. He's the biggest podcaster in the world, and he is on the UFC pay-per-views, 14 times a year, and he's always talking about the sport. It's immeasurable what this guy has done for this company and the sport.
Yeah, still to this day. Like, I'll have dinner with him offline. He'll just talk fighting.
Yep.
He just loves it.
It's true.
Loves every aspect of it.
Yep. Joe Rogan is one of those guys. I saw that early on why would you go after the Fear Factor guy?
Yeah.
To be such a key component to not only the company, but to the sport. I saw it in the fucking interview on Ivory Keenan Wayans.
I value loyalty a lot. And I remember there was a moment not too long ago, maybe a year ago, when I was sitting with Joe and he had a phone call with you. Joe was getting canceled for something. And they didn't want him commentating the fights. And you on the phone offered your resignation over this. I got teary-eyed over that. That's such a... You're a good man,
Thank you.
That was powerful.
Anybody who is with me, has been with me, knows. When you're with me, you're with me. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. I'm not one of these guys that is going to roll over and it's like going through COVID. I wasn't laying any of these people. Some of these people have been with me for 20 years. We're gonna lay them off. Mm-mm. This motherfucker will burn.
Yeah.
Before I would do that to my people. It's just never, none of that type of stuff is ever going to happen while I'm here.
Men want to be women these days so badly. They think it's okay to compete against women in sports. Who's going to tell them that dressing up like a woman doesn't change the fact that you are a biological male? Dana wasn't afraid to share his 2 cents on the debate.
I think you know exactly what I think of that. I think that, let me put it to you this way. I have a daughter, okay? And I don't ever want to see a day where somebody who is a biological male is competing against my daughter. So, yeah, no, I think it's another nutty, insane thing that's happening in the world today, that we're all trying to deal with. And I'm just glad there's my daughter's a cheerleader, so she's not playing any competitive sports, but it hasn't happened in the cheer world yet.
Don't try to dictate Dana's political choices either. Actually, don't try to dictate this guy with anything, because he will smash back without even raising a finger.
And this happened to me too. This happened to me. I posted a video for Trump, right, on my personal social media. And one of our big sponsors called and said, take that down. You know what I said? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You vote for whoever you want to vote for, and I'll vote for whoever I want to vote for. That's how this works. I don't even care who you're voting for. It's none of my fucking business. But fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking call me and tell me who to vote for.
These days, the woke mob wants to judge everyone. With their ultra sensitivity, they want to dictate everyone, and God forbid, if anyone has a different opinion, they will cause chaos. But it is good for Dana to not discriminate among people for their personal choices.
I don't judge people by their politics or their race or their religions or any of that shit. There's you're either a douchebag or you're not a douchebag.
Yeah.
And if you're a douchebag, I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, I don't care who you vote for or who you sleep with or what religion you are. I don't care about any of that shit.
And that brings us to the end of this video. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for future videos. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Who do you think should be our next bear? Let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video.